good day, everyone, and welcome to our latest market report. As always, Dion Zakuski, Branch Manager and Director of Scotia Wealth, back with you again. And in today's version, we're going to look at a variety of topics. We're going to look at the great vaccine recovery, pumping oil prices, of course, some strategy, and something new today is what we call the game show lightning round with our new associate, Rachel. So countries around the world are racing to get their populations vaccinated against COVID-19 and trying to get back to normal. As we know here in Canada, slow progress is being made, but we hope that picks up in the coming months. As it relates to the economy and markets, forecasters are predicting a strong rebound this year and next. Markets are anticipating this with continued gains, although we have seen a few speed wobbles lately. Now, the recent market turbulence has to do with economic recovery happening a little bit faster than expected. And when that happens, inflation can flare up, and that's where we've seen a nervous message in the markets. However, Scotia strategists believe that inflation isn't a big enough concern yet, and central banks can keep rates at these levels. In fact, just this past Wednesday, our Bank of Canada kept rates as is at these historic lows. So the early part of 2021 is showing moderate growth, and we think that momentum will pick up heading into the second half of the year. With that in mind, let's look at some consensus estimates moving forward. In our chart here, we're measuring global GDP, and we look at last year, the 2020, those ugly red lines mean that contraction happened in various economies around the world. Canada contracted by 5%, the US 4%, European zone was worse at -7%, Japan -5%, China had a small gain. But as we move forward to the right-hand side, you can see that we're expecting some strong recovery in 2021 and 2022. In North America, that's looking at about 5%. That's a pretty big move. Keep in mind, in general terms, a good year is in the area of 2 to 3%. So with the economy poised to roll, what about commodity prices? Well, this has been a bit of a mixed bag lately. We've seen gold prices come down by about 20% from their highs. Yet, over the last few months, oil prices have quietly had quite a surge. At its ugliest point a year ago, oil prices per barrel were around the $30 mark. Today, they're over $60, and we're going to show you a quick chart that explains further. And this has to do with two main factors. First is that there has been some basic economic recovery, which of course helps demand. And second, OPEC has continued to either cut or hold production, which helps to boost the price. Now here in Canada, we know that this is a bit of a double-edged sword. Of course, higher commodity prices generally help our economy, particularly here in Alberta. But these higher input costs in general could cause inflation to raise the price of goods and overall dampen the recovery. We'll have to watch closely to see that when OPEC does turn the taps on a little bit more, will there be enough economic momentum to keep these prices at these current levels? So moving forward, as far as strategy goes, we still have an optimistic view. COVID is slowly moving out of the way. Vaccines are happening. And of course, as mentioned earlier, the economy is poised for further recovery. Interest rates remain low, which means there's cheap money out there. And speaking of money, the US government just passed another $2 trillion, that's trillion with a T, for all of their population that's going to provide stimulus to keep the economy boosting even further. So we're going to maintain our tilt towards growth in areas such as equities and infrastructure, while trying to take advantage of any market dips along the way. As always, contact us if you have questions about your plan. Finally, we're pleased to welcome a new addition to our team. Rachel Collin joined us recently from Scotiabank, where she was a rising young star, and is joining us as an associate. She has a lot of experience in finance and is working towards her certified financial planner designation. But we want you, our viewers, to learn a little bit more about Rachel. So with that in mind, welcome to our first ever Zouk Group Lightning Round game show. All right, welcome everybody to the Zakuski Group first ever game show lightning round. Welcome, Rachel.
Thank you.
All right, Rachel, we were talking earlier. We want to get the viewers to know you a little bit further. So we're going to have a lightning round, 5 quick questions,
Okay.
5 quick answers.
Okay.
Can you do it?
I can do it.
All right, here we go. Official note card. First one, easy. Where are you from?
I am originally from California, raised in Whitecourt, Alberta, and I currently live in Bentley.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to number 2, favorite thing about working in finance?
I love to serve people, and I love to hear about where they're at on their path.
Okay. Third question, we're going to switch gears a little bit. It's vacation time. Are we talking mountains or beach?
Mountains.
All the time?
All the time.
Okay, excellent. Question 4, it's now Friday night. What is the drink of choice?
Vodka, soda, splash of lime juice.
Okay, all right,
Yes.
all right.
Yeah.
Last question, could be a little tricky. I don't want you to think too hard about it. Just say the answer. Your favorite member of the Zakuski group is?
Dion.
Hey, all right. Well, folks, that's all the time we have. Bond behind the camera is cutting us off. So thanks so much for watching. Contact us anytime with questions.